Welcome back. One of the biggest stories to come out of 2025 is the surge of artificial intelligence. In fact, Time magazine says 2025 was the year when the potential of artificial intelligence roared into view with no turning back. With a look back and a look ahead is Nur Zinjur Hayward, the Associate Dean of Research in the Faculty of Computer Science at Dalhousie University, and also a leading Canadian cybersecurity AI researcher. It's good to see you again.
Thank you very much for inviting me again.
Overall, what were some of the big leaps that we've seen in AI over the past year?
AI as a tool became more and more integrated in our lives, doing different tasks. For example, we use AI for weather prediction together with physics models, and it brought the prediction from days, weeks down to hours in terms of computational cost. So this is one of the positive ways of using AI. We also seen AI used as a decision support system, and we've been seeing this over the years. For example, in medical diagnosis, and actually for leukemia diagnosis, we've seen AI having a very good effect. Again, computational costs bring down from days to hours. We've seen AI also more and more integrated into our search engines. For example, when we do Google search, right? Ask Dr. Google, and the first thing we see is the AI summary of the question that we have asked, so to speak. We've also seen it integrated in our social media platforms, again, through chatbots and other agencies. We have seen AI getting more into our tasks and in our lives. And unfortunately, with all these good things that we've been trying to use and integrated it more, we've also started seeing some of the negative effects, right? AI being used for doing more and more sophisticated phishing attacks.
Right.
AI being used with the chat box and interaction of users, sometimes having negative effects psychologically on users. So depending how it is used, we've seen very good positive effects, but unfortunately, we've seen some negative effects too.
And it's interesting to see how sophisticated it is getting, because I'm seeing, at least in my life, people who are very smart, very educated, who are falling for AI photos or videos thinking they're real when they're not.
Unfortunately, that's right, because these tools became so sophisticated that we can have voice imitations. We can create videos and images which are very realistic looking. And I think one of the things that we now need to start thinking about is regulations related to AI, in terms of how can we put some checks and balances, how can we put some guardrails to make sure the use is for the good rather than for the bad. And part of it is education. Education maybe from our elementary school system, moving upwards to secondary, to university degrees, post-secondary. We need to integrate it so that people can understand how it is used, and therefore have a better way of differentiating maybe the real from the not real. And this will take time, but I guess we are in that phase of getting and raising the awareness.
Wow, well, so much advancement over 2025, and it looks like 2026 is going to be a big year. And as you mentioned, regulation, something to look forward to. Very quickly, one final word, 10 seconds. What is something we should be keeping an eye out for when it comes to AI in 2026?
I think things will get more personalized and more specialized. I think the next frontier is to have a personal digital assistants. Currently, not everyone has personal digital assistants, and 2026 onwards, I think we will see this more and more becoming a utility for all of us.
Wow, we'll see what 2026 brings. Nur, thank you so much for your time this morning, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, and thanks a lot for inviting me. Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for your insight. We're going to take a quick break here on Your Morning Atlantic. When we return, we'll have your top news headlines.